Alright, what's up guys? I'm Zagattack, and I am back with another anime review because y'all really loved that Death Note review I did, even though I was drunk out of my mind, so hopefully this one's better. And on this video, I'm going to talk about the anime that my bro Vlad got me into, called Soul Eater. So without further ado, let's do this shit. And now, this anime is kind of special where you can do two different ways of explaining the show. There's the simple way, and then there's the more complex way of doing it. And I'm going to do both. Don't worry, I'll do both. Now, the simple way to basically describe this show is you have a Meister and you have a weapon. There's two people that are in a group. Now, the Meister can control the weapon because that person literally turns into a weapon. And what you have to do is you have to consume 99 evil souls named Kishin and one witch's soul, and after that, you get to become Death's weapon. Now, that's the easy way of explaining it. Now, here's the complicated way of explaining it. You have three main teams of Meisters and weapons. The first team is, the main one is Maka, the Meister, and Soul Evans, who's the weapon, and he turns into a scythe. The second team is Black Star, the Meister, and Tsubaki, which is the weapon, and she can turn into, at first she turned into throwing ninja stars, or shurikens, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. That was her first form. Her second form was a knife attached to a chain, and her final form was a samurai sword. That's got a little backstory to it, and I don't have time to explain that. Now, the third main team, is Death the Kid, and his weapons are Patty and Liv Thompson, who turn into handheld Thompson guns, because, yeah, pretty much. So, you have those three teams, and then you have a villain, which I forgot her name, so I'm just going to call her Snake Bitch, and she intends to release the first Kishin, and once she does that, the three main teams have to train and get stronger in order to take down the Kishin. That's the complicated story right there. So, one of the things I really liked about this show, as opposed to Death Note, is on Soul Eater, they know they're not a serious one, so they're just gonna roll with it. They're like, hey, we know we're not taking ourselves too seriously. Now you either like it or you don't. If you don't like it, get the fuck out. You guys do like it, roll with us. That's pretty much the thing. It's just, the show does get dark and emotional at times, but that's not the whole point of it. It's not like this pseudo kind of chess thing with mind games and everything. No, it's a fun adventure anime with a few dark spots here and there, but overall they're just having some fun, which is what I love. It's one of those ones where you can turn your brain off and enjoy. So yeah. Now, one of the things I didn't go over about on Death Note was because I didn't have much time to do it, is music. Opening themes. I was hooked on this anime the first time I saw the opening theme. Because it's energetic, it's carefree, it's exactly how the show is represented. On the second theme, it got a bit more, the theme was darker and slow just because it was heading in that direction. So, I'm a huge music guy. For those of y'all who know me, I'm a huge music guy. I can really gravitate towards a show with good music and everything. And just the first opening just really sold me on how this anime was going to be, and I loved it. Now, y'all probably going to ask me who my favorite character is, and it would be Death the Kid. Speaking of which, I forgot to talk more about the characters, but I'm going to go in depth on Death the Kid. His whole thing is he is OCD to the extreme. Like, if Okay, so let me undo my bangs just to represent a point. Now, let's say I have this going on. He'd freak out because it's not symmetrical. I only do that back. He would freak out because my bangs were out of place there and straight there. He loves symmetry. That's why he's got 2 weapons, because it's symmetry. It's his thing. He's OCD to the moon. And I love that part of him because it provides so many jokes and everything. So yeah, rating one, I really love this anime. I'm really glad that Vlad got me into the show, and I was able to talk more about it with my friend Sam, which y'all know her at this point. I'm not even gonna downplay. Y'all know her at this point. But yeah, I was talking to her about it, and I really love the show. It's full of energy. It's got jokes here and there. It did get a few dark towards the end of the show, but that's understandable because, you know, they had to defeat the Kishin, who is this all-powerful being who even defeats death. By the way, I forgot to mention, they're in a school where death is their teacher. I'm not even kidding about that. Death, like the Grim Reaper, death is pretty much like their principal in the school. So you have that. The show is fun. It doesn't take itself too seriously, so that's why I'm kind of gonna give this show a higher rating than Death Note. And I was drunk, so I really didn't get the number right on Death Note. I was supposed to give that show a 7. This show gets an 8. I'm just gonna let y'all know there's gonna be no anime that ever gets a 10, because that's just that's impossible to be a perfect anime. Because you're gonna have few flaws here and there. I don't know, I don't really like talking about flaws that much because I'm not that kind of person. I like to be kind of positive and everything. So if you wanna talk about flaws, just go find a review that has that, because that's not really my style. I'm sorry. I don't like being negative, y'all. So I would definitely check this out if you guys are looking for something energetic and kind of carefree and that doesn't take itself seriously. Go ahead, have fun with this show. You're gonna love it. So yeah, guys, without further ado, rock out and scream, cuckoo, bye, and I will see you guys on the next anime review or whatever else I'm doing.